Be 23. Right out of college and I have no fucking idea what to do with my life. Look at local businesses. Wanted to find somewhere I could stay until I could get a better job. Don't want to work anywhere too far away from home because I don't have a car and moped is the best I can do. Live 15 minutes away from a Chuck E. Cheese. It's better than nothing I guess. Go in. Do interview. Really basic shit. Basically making sure I'm not a pedo or creep.
Anon, how would you like to be the man to be in our Chuck E. Cheese mascot costume?
Agree. On that day, I sold my soul to the Chuck E. Cheese company. That day, I started one of the worst experiences of my life. Work starts that upcoming Monday. Making $8 on the hour, so it's okay I guess. First week is pretty slow, only a few small gatherings. Goes by rather quickly. Spend Monday through Friday getting acquainted with fellow employees. Good portion of them are about my age. Cute cashier chick, but I don't even bother, because she brings her 2-year-old into work every day. Glad I don't have to say anything in the costume and all my co-workers speak for me. All I have to do is dance, give high fives/hugs and take pictures. At least the building was air conditioned, because the suit can be hot as a devil's asshole at times. Free food is also a plus. Pizza's okay but I'll take it. Clock in Saturday morning. Manager, we'll call her Ashley, greets me at the door.
Big day today, Anon. We're busiest on Saturdays, so you'll be wearing the suit for the majority of today. 5 birthdays scheduled tonight.
Fuck my life. JPG. I cannot describe how fucking awful it is to be surrounded by 50 snot and grease covered 9-year-olds all at once, all the while dying of heat stroke in a furry costume. Must keep working. Must continue. I'm Chuck E. Cheese. Night cometh. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon and families are starting to show up. Countless bored parents and sugar high children completely take the place by storm. Kids running around the facility. Pizzas and sodas on the carpet. Arcade games covered in grease. I thought it couldn't get any worse than the hell on earth that it already was. After about 3 hours, the first 2 of the families pack up and leave. I even get tipped by one parent whose kid kicked me in the crotch. I nearly strangled that child. Must keep up the act. Play it off as cool. Take the $5 and get my suit cleaned up. Grease stains and snot cover the purple shirt. It looks like a fucking crime scene. Switch out shirt. Then, the most unimaginable horror of the night arrives. Girl working the entrance, that gives all the kids little ink stamps that are invisible until shown under blacklight, faces a massive crowd that extends to the outside of the building. A woman steps in. I get closer to listen in on the conversation.
Hello, we have a birthday reservation for Stanley, party of 40.
I take off my mouse head for a brief moment to get a better look. Standing behind her is an army. An army of fucking potatoes. It's a tard fest. This woman brought in an entire special ed class to this Chuck E. Cheese, and I was going to have to endure it all. I put the mask back on and went to Ashley's office. I never fucking signed up for this.
Sorry Anon, but Chuck E. Cheese caters to all guests and parties. Please, I need you to play the part.
The pizza place needed me. They needed Chuck E. Cheese. So I'd give it to them. Proudly, I swung open the door and marched valiantly into the party room. Showtime, I said to one of my fellow cast members. The tards flood the place. Cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war. In an instant, tards storm the entire building. The tards take to the playhouse, the arcade, the party area. The whole place is filled with them. The rest of the cast members are panicking. Ashley is locked in her office. The chefs are stressing with the amount of pizzas they have to keep pumping out. It's a madhouse. It's Anarchy. Tard guards aren't doing jack shit. Parents are on their phones waiting for it to be over. I swear I saw some parents straight up leave after dropping off their tard at the door. I should have left. I should have ran. It's not long before we are hearing reports of the slide filling up with shit and some kid peeing in the ball pit. I feel like I'm going to vomit. I rush to the bathroom. There, I see one of the tard tamers in the men's room changing one of them. This tard is massive and barely fits on the table. There's shit on the walls. I leave the bathroom and head backstage. I'm shaking in trauma of the horrible things I'm seeing unfold in my restaurant. I regain my composure and head back outside. One of the tards asks me,
"When's the show, Chucky?"
I stutter. Must keep up the act. It's coming soon, kiddo. Tard guards bring the kids into the party room. The animatronic show begins. The tards roar in cheer and excitement as the animatronics come to life.
"Hey everybody, are you ready to party?"
Says Chucky. They all gurgle and scream yes in unison. The first song begins.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
The tards are just eating it up. They absolutely love it. Watching the tards, I notice one in particular. This tard was bigger than all the others. Clearly not a child. This thing had to be in his genes. He was wearing the Mickey Mouse ears you often see at Disney World and a birthday boy t-shirt. This must have been him. This was Stanley, king of the tards. The animatronics keep playing more kids songs. The tards demand more and more. One tard, a short and fat one, gets closer to the stage. Somehow, he miraculously manages to get up to the Chucky animatronic. No one's stopping him. Me and the crew watch in horror. The parents and handlers don't do jack shit. The kid starts tugging on the costume yelling,
"Chucky, Chucky, Chucky."
He ends up tearing a piece of the fur costume lining off, revealing a bit of the robot. The operators stop the show. Tard is removed from the stage. Cast member comes out with a microphone. We'll call her Rachel.
"Hey everybody, sorry about that. The band is going on a short break, but Chucky himself will be out here shortly."
Oh my fucking god. They are making me go out there. Into the free. I'm genuinely terrified. 3 minutes passed. The tards are screaming and wailing, demanding to see Chucky. My music cue begins. I step out on stage. The shitstorm begins. The tards are now cheering and screaming after seeing their beloved pizza-eating deity come before them. I had never had so many downward pointing eyes facing me all at once. Stanley was easily the most excited of the bunch. Rachel, who had been working at Chuck E. Cheese's for a few years later, told me that he had come in for his birthday for every year that she had the job. Rachel stands beside me and rallies the tards. I start dancing on stage with the music. Tards start flailing their arms.
"Who wants pizza?"
Rachel announced. Tards scream with delight. Several cast members come out bringing pizza by the boxes and setting them on the tables. Tard guards start trying to pass out slices individually, but shit hits the fan shortly after. Tards are throwing food across the room. Drinks are spilling all over the floor. Cheese, sauce, crust, all over the walls. One slice hits me in the face. I have to wipe off the cheese and pizza sauce from the lens piece of the mask or else I wouldn't be able to see. I take off the mask for a brief second just to wipe it. Tard standing right beside me realizes that Chucky is just a character, and what was before him was really just a scrawny, neckbeard-clad man-child. He starts crying uncontrollably. I try putting the mask back on and making him happy. No avail. I walk away from the child and approach the party table. He's still crying. I head over towards Rachel. What the fuck are we going to do?
"We're just going to get this over with as soon as possible. We're doing cake and the birthday song next."
One of the chefs, a guy named Ryan who's still a friend of mine, comes out with a cake along with a girl, who I assume is Stanley's mother. This woman is easily 200 pounds of pure lard. They set the cake on the table right in front of Stanley and Rachel makes the announcement.
"Oh okay everyone, we're going to sing the birthday song."
More incomprehensible tard screeching. Stanley begins smashing the cake. Proceeds to slam his whole face into it. Bits and pieces of cake flying in every direction. Stanley proceeds to throw up on the ruined remains of his SpongeBob SquarePants birthday cake. I can see the Patrick Star figurine that once topped the cake drowning in a pool of vomit. Stanley and surrounding tards begin slamming pieces of the vomit-covered cake in their mouths. There's no stopping them. The damage has already been done. We, the cast members of Chuck E. Cheese's, had to submit. For the rest of the night we sorta sat back and watched all the horrible shit unfold. Parents complaining. This and shit in the carpet. Screaming tards. Passed out tards. Breastfeeding tards. Even a tard running across the building running stark fucking nude with a fully erect 3-inch member. I wanted to bleach my eyes. I never wanted to see such a horrible sight again. I decide enough's enough and march over to Ashley's office. Turns out she's gone. She fucking ditched us in this whole catastrophe. I leave her door unlocked, leaving it free for the tards to take over. It's not long before I see tards storming the office, tearing papers out and knocking over filing cabinets. One of our front windows even gets broken and has to be repaired. Of course none of the fucking parents nor tard handlers pay for any damages to the property.
They're innocent little handicaps who can't control themselves.
Another hour passes. It's 11 o'clock. Closing time. We force all the tards out of the building. The place is a utter disaster. Tables and chairs flipped. Stains on the walls and carpets. Ruined play area. Damaged animatronics. It was like an atomic bomb went off right in the center. The tards were gone. It was over. The war was won by Stanley and his vast potato army. I was defeated. I left wearing my Chuck E. Cheese outfit and never came back. I literally burned the thing and hope to never walk into a Chuck E. Cheese's again. I never heard from Ashley or Rachel again. I never walked into that Chuck E. Cheese's again. I vowed to never have kids. I vowed to never let myself near a tard again. 6 months later. Brother shows up coming to visit. While he's out getting presents for his daughter's birthday, I spend time with my niece. We talk about birthday plans and whatnot. I ask her if she wants to go somewhere special for her birthday. She tells me she wants to go to Chuck E. Cheese's for her birthday.